this afternoon. There's your normals on the side of the screen, and the sunrise, 7:35. That's an early start, or late start, excuse me. 16 degrees tonight, snow showers early tonight. It's a chilly night. That wind out of the southwest at 7 to 15 miles per hour. And looking at the 7-day forecast, there's a little break. Look at that. We actually get into the low 40s for Wednesday, so it won't be quite as cold. And then for Thursday, low to mid 40s, some showers around by Friday. It could be some passing snow showers. There is another cold front there. Some sign of a slight warm up into the weekend, a damp day for Saturday, and a light mix into Sunday. So we have questions on holiday stuff down the road. We'll talk more about that.
I have questions, not on holiday stuff, yes, but on that Thursday into Friday, that overnight low, I believe, was 30, or the high on Friday is 30. The high on, yes. What can we expect for driving conditions come Friday morning with the rain on Thursday?
Yeah, we'll have to watch that because, you know, the rain can freeze on untreated surfaces.
Sure.
You know, if we get a little snow around Friday morning, that would actually help that if there was a slight layer of ice underneath. But yeah, that's one that we'll have to watch. We don't see it as a huge deal right now at all.
Okay.
But you know, even a small amount of water freezing up can be an issue.
Yeah.
Parking lots and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sure can.
Yeah. We just got like a huge industrial thing of, that rock salt.
Oh, salt, like a big bucket of it?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely need it this time of the year. You need
then you end up tracking that through the house for the next 4 months, 6 days, 1 hour and 44 seconds.
So it's the walkway from the garage, and you start to get like the white spots because it evaporates away almost instantaneously because the air's so dry.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Just left with salt.
Yeah.
All right, McLean. Thank you, sir.
Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're learning more about the programs being offered by the cancer support community at Gilda's Club.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back after this. 11 this Monday. The holidays are a time for joy, but they can also be a difficult season for anyone battling cancer. That's where the cancer support community at Gilda's Club comes in.
Yeah, they provide free programs that support the emotional, social, and even nutritional needs of cancer patients and their families. For more on their services, we're joined now by Director of Programs and Support Services, Amanda Miller. Amanda, thank you so much for coming in today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Now, I know we have highlighted Gilda's Club so many times on our show, but for somebody who's unfamiliar, give us a quick overview of the work that you do for those in our community and their families, too.
Yeah, so we are a social emotional wellness program for anybody impacted by cancer. So we provide services to anybody, children, youth, and teens who are impacted by cancer in some way, whether they're living with or their support person or their grandchildren or children.
The work you do is truly remarkable. Can you talk to us about some of those services that are in particular that are offered to those families?
Yeah, so what we do is we have it's called Mapping My Journey. So you can come in at any point in that journey. So we offer individual counseling up to 6 sessions for anybody impacted by cancer, whether it's the child or the adult. We offer support groups for anybody impacted by cancer. Some are general, some are very specific, like prostate. And then we also offer nutrition programs. So we have cooking, and we also do a food pantry once a week for any of our members that can come in.
Fantastic. And, we talked about it right when we started this segment. The holidays can be chaotic for everybody, right? You've got the holiday shopping and the cooking and the parties and everything. But on top of it, somebody who's going through cancer, somebody who has a loved one going through cancer, it can amplify all of that stress.
Absolutely, and you can come to us and we can help make that a little bit less. Like this weekend we did Polar Express, so it was youth and family, so you got to come in, you got to decorate cookies, eat cookies, meet Mr. and Mrs. Claus, get your pictures taken, all things that we know cost sometimes extra money, and you can come do that with us, and we do those kind of programs for free.
I would imagine that in addition to the programs being supremely beneficial for these families, that the connections made among those families is just as important, if not more.
Absolutely. They get that social connection that they need that's outside of family. Yes, family is wonderful and they give you what you need, but sometimes going to a place like ours, you get to meet others going through your same journey or something similar, and it just gives them that extra outlet that they may need to get through the day or through the week.
So you had this amazing event over the weekend. What else are you doing leading up to the holidays to support everyone in our community?
Absolutely. So we have actually another holiday party coming up for adults on Wednesday evening. They get to come together, enjoy a meal and some music and some crafts. So they just get to come together in a space outside of their home, outside of the hospital, and just get to have community and togetherness.
And is that open for the public?
Nope, that is anybody who is a member, which it's easy to join, it's free. You just go to our website and you can become a member, and then we go from there.
If there is somebody sitting at home thinking to themselves, it is the season of giving and I would really like to support Gilda's Club, how do they do that? Is it strictly monetary donations or can they volunteer their time?
Absolutely, you can do both. There is a place on our webpage you can go to donate. You can also call us, but you can also volunteer your time, whether it's to come help us cook, whether it's to help with the food pantry, to help answer the doors when people are coming in for programming, because we have art and qigong and all kinds of things.
Amanda, I'm sure you see firsthand all of the incredible feelings that flood over people when they take part in some of these activities or they see the services offered. Tell us a little bit about that and what it feels like for somebody sitting at home thinking, I want to make a difference.
Yeah. So I think when you walk through our doors, what you feel is like home. That's what we hear a lot, is that this feels comfortable, they feel safe here, they can be themselves and have the space that they need. So that's what I always think of when we get different things for our members. It's what we can give back to them because they get so much. Like they need the extra help, they need the extra support.
For someone sitting at home, they want to learn more, they want to volunteer, they want to donate. Where can they go?
They can go right to our webpage. It's Cancer Support Community at Gilda's Club in Rochester, and they can go to there. It gives all the information, whether it's volunteering, becoming a member, or wanting to see what our calendar offers.
Very good. Thank you so much for coming in today. We really appreciate it. And, we'll post all the information for this upcoming event and all of the information for Gilda's Club over on foxrochester.com. Thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
9:16 this morning. When Arc Rochester returns, Stephanie Joseph will be back breaking down some of our top political headlines.
The Political Pulse is coming up after the break.
Okay,
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Okay,
Yep.
great. Could
Okay.
you pronounce your last name for me?
Scoofus.
Scoofus. Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We'll be on in a minute. It's time for a political pulse check here on Arc Rochester. Today we're breaking down a new bill in the state Senate hoping to move when New Yorkers vote in presidential primaries. Now it hopes to have voters cast their ballots on Super Tuesday in 2028. That day is considered the biggest one nationwide for primary elections. Last year, 16 states picked their presidential candidate then, including California. Delegates who determine their party's pick are then chosen. 2 state lawmakers are leading the charge to ensure New York's voice is part of the choosing process earlier. Joining me this morning is one of those legislators, State Senator James Scoofus. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So the first thing I want to get into here for viewers, just so they understand the premise of Super Tuesday, can you explain the significance of this date as it relates to those primary elections?
That's right. This is Super Tuesday is referred to as that early Tuesday, that first Tuesday in March in those presidential nominating years. So the next one would be 2028. The reason why this is timely, though, is that both of the national parties are just now, probably through summertime of 2026, going to be putting together the rules and the framework and ultimately the calendar for those primaries and caucuses in the nominating year 2028. And as you pointed out, this is all about relevance. New York is not relevant. We're trying to make it relevant.
And I'm wondering if you believe there will be enough support, maybe bipartisan support, in order to get this through as we're in that crucial process that both of the committees are going through right now.
I do believe the support's there. I've gotten some strong early support. I'm hopeful and optimistic we'll be able to get this passed through the legislature. And yes, I believe it will be bipartisan because this would move both parties' primaries to Super Tuesday. And both parties, my colleagues certainly, but more importantly, the people we represent, are sick and tired of being relegated to the sidelines, watching other states choosing who our presidential nominees are. The only time anyone, Democratic or Republican, presidential candidates are coming to New York State, it's to visit corporate boardrooms and penthouses in New York City, to meet with big donors, and then flying out later that day. We want folks to meet voters, ask for their votes, talk about New York issues, and have us be impactful in this process.
And you do bring up an interesting point. One thing to point out here with New York is that it is one of those major states, kind of like California, in terms of needing to reach a lot more people. It does seem like Democrats do have a lot to gain in terms of the next presidential election in needing to reach more people. Is that kind of a focus that was behind this latest push?
Certainly. And yes, this is about New York, and I'm a New York State legislator and want New York to be impactful, and all that economic activity, by the way, millions of dollars in campaign spending to be happening in New York. But just as importantly, this is good for the country because New York is so representative of the United States. Whether you're on the Democratic or Republican side, we certainly have urban areas like New York City and Rochester. We have very strong populated suburban areas, Westchester, Long Island, where I am in the Hudson Valley. We have very rural areas. And if you look at our racial demographics, Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, they almost mirror the national trends and breakdowns. And so the folks that will come out of the New York primary will be representative of the United States, which is exactly what we want in our nominees, Democratic or Republican.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's usually February is kind of the set time that the state would usually try to decide, but it eventually gets pushed or delayed to maybe in April. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we've been all over the map since the early 1980s. We've actually been on Super Tuesday twice, so it's not without precedent that we're trying to do this. But last time around, we were in late March. We've been in April before. And looking at the decades and decades of analysis and research that's out there, almost always, the contest is decided after Super Tuesday, one Super Tuesday is done, whether that be practically, everyone else drops out, or at least mathematically. The last time we had presidential campaigns actually active here in New York was 2016 with Bernie and Hillary. But if you remember by then, Hillary had already mathematically won, even though Bernie had not dropped out. And so it's been a very long time since we've been highly relevant and impactful here in New York.
And I know that there was previous legislation to maybe move things to June in order to help with costs of elections. What would you say to someone who may be concerned about moving this date to Super Tuesday as opposed to then when it comes to costs?
Yeah, so the one time that we consolidated the presidential primary with the state and federal primaries was during COVID for obvious reasons. You know, there was just a scrambling of just about everything in society, including when we were holding our elections. But we always really want the presidential nominating contest to be separate and apart. It is a very special event that happens only once every 4 years, whereas the state and local primaries and federal primaries, those are very regular. In some cases, every single year we've got some primaries going on. And so we do want to keep this separate. And but that said, we're always looking for cost-saving measures. I'm grateful to some of your local state legislators who supported my other bill that moves our local elections, so town and county, from odd-numbered years to even-numbered years, in part to materialize some of those taxpayer savings that you're talking about.
All right, Senator James Skoufis, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thanks very much.
And be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
It's Monday morning. Thanks for staying with us here on Arc Rochester. It's time for a bit of fun this morning. We're going to play a round of Truth or Trash.
Yeah, if you don't know how it works, Christian Garzone joins us. He's going to tell us a series of stories. We need to identify which ones are true and which ones are trash. I love that you do this segment. I look forward to it every time.
Well, good morning. It's Monday. Let me get through the cobwebs here, but let's start with the first story. 4 arrested for throwing dessert at Britain's crown jewels. 4 protesters have been arrested after custard and apple crumble were thrown at a display case containing the crown jewels in the Tower of London. Take Back Power is the group. They're claiming they were behind it. Another group then poured a tub of bright yellow custard on the front of the case. They shouted things like democracy has crumbled. Another shouted Britain is broken. They were all taken into custody, or shall we say custody? Custody. They were So that's the first story right there. Second story. Daughter of Chinese parents born with blonde hair, blue eyes. A 3-year-old in eastern China has captivated the nation with her striking Caucasian features, despite her parents being Chinese. They wondered if the hospital gave them the wrong baby. DNA tests have shown, though, it is their child. The hiccup here is her paternal great-grandfather came from Russia. So there you go. It just kind of ebbed and flowed and skipped, and then there you go.
Blonde hair. Her dad is the milkman.
Yes, and Dan. That was funny, though.
No.
Have you heard of the Dutchman's error?
No.
No.
Let's go back to the 1600s.
Can we?
Yeah, let's go back. Close your eyes, everybody. But Fort Orange, Albany area, a Dutchman by the name of Dr. Vanden Bogart left to find a tribe of Native Americans called the People of the Stone. He wanted to expand his trading base for what? Don't really know. He left westward, found the Oneidas, who actually were the People of the Stone, but the word he was using was Sinekar, which is like a Dutch hybrid word for People of the Stone. So the Oneidas, the People of the Stone, are like, we don't know what you're talking about. Move on. He went to the Cayuga, the Onondaga. They all said, look, we're not the People of the Stone. We don't know what you're talking about. He got to modern-day Ontario County and found a tribe called the Nundawaga. He asked the Nundawaga, are you the People of the Stone? And they said, yeah, I guess, whatever. So I found the People of the Stone. Well, they're not the People of the Stone, but the Nundawaga, and that name Sinekar eventually became Seneca, the word we use today for the Indian tribe and a lot of products like the Seneca unfiltered cigarettes, the town of Seneca, etc. So interesting little tale there. The Dutchman's error gave us the name Seneca. Interesting, right? Uh-huh. Story 4. Okay, here we go. The Beatles of Liverpool, New York. You ready for this one? The Beatles of Liverpool, New York, that's their legal name, but they just go by the Beatles, are taking the city of Syracuse.
Their legal name.
Well, they call themselves the government name, right. They're taking the city of Syracuse to county court. They claim for the past 5 years, the state fair has told them they could play, only to call them off at last minute. So last summer, they had a deal where they could perform on the other side of 690 where you park. You know where that is? You park there, you take the bus or the land bridge over. They had a deal where they supposed to have a stage set up, porta-johns all set to go to perform, the Beatles of Liverpool, New York. Nothing happened. Wow. So they've had enough. They're taking the city of Syracuse to county court over this. And the state fair responded saying only, we like to focus on big name original acts. Ouch. And
that would be rough.
Yeah. Their drummer Ringo Stardust says he's just had enough. So those are the 4 stories right there. So let's recap real quick. 4 arrested throwing desserts at Britain's crown jewels. Daughter of Chinese parents born with blonde hair, blue eyes. The Dutchman's error and the name of the Seneca Indian nation. And the Beatles of Liverpool, New York.
Okay, I am going to say the Beatles of Liverpool, New York is fake.
I am also going with that because I feel like I would have heard about it.
The rest of them are real.
Okay.
I feel like maybe the blonde hair, blue-eyed one is trash. I don't know.
How many are truth? How many are trash?
I can't. You guys. I'm not gonna play in that game.
Okay.
You guys tell me.
See, I was just gonna go. Just Liverpool is fake. The other 3.
Okay.
I would say.
All right, fine. I'll second that.
Okay. Yeah. Liverpool is made up, obviously. The Dutchman's error, though, came from. You ready for this?
I'm ready. Oh yes.
Forgotten Stories of the Finger Lakes.
That is a wonderful book, published in the 50s.
I have not finished it. I haven't read it yet. So somebody sent me this copy, and said that we could probably get some good story ideas from this.
Yeah.
And then I said, you know, who should read it first is Christian Garzone, because I thought you would get some interesting little tidbits out of it, and I'm glad you did.
There's
This
a lot
was
of fun
definitely due back to the library in 1974.
Yeah. It's a hot book. They
What are
mailed
you
it to you
gonna
to get rid of
do?
it.
Yikes.
Serious.
But yeah, so I thought that was a fun story, the Dutchman's Error. And, you know, I think we're straddling a line of fact and fiction there. But either way, it was a fun little piece to read that. And the book was published back in 1953. And there's stories that I've completely forgotten about, I've not heard in decades. And it's just a fun read to go through.
Awesome. I'm excited to read through it.
Yeah.
There's something in here about, I saw radio stations or something. Or
Oh.
maybe it said television stations.
Oh, wow.
I can't, but now I can't find the page again.
Okay.
During the commercial break, you can
Yeah.
find it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
were we right then? It's just the one story?
Just the Liverpool. It came to me last night in a vision. I was there.
How funny would this be?
Yeah. But I thought, how sad would it be if you're desperate to perform and you put a stage up or on the other side of 690
And nobody
where you park and nobody shows. Yeah, I know. But the Beatles of Liverpool, New York, their legal name.
Ringo Stardust.
I think that did me in, that little detail. You guys are like, okay, this is fake now. Ringo
Well,
Stardust.
honestly, it was
Yeah.
the Porta-John comment. That's what really
Oh, the
got
Porta-John?
Because I was like, that's a Christian Garzone tidbit right
For
there.
me, it was Ringo Stardust because I feel like you've told us a story before that involved a Ringo Stardust.
I don't think I have.
No, I'm pretty sure we were sitting out here on this set
You're
for Truth
confused.
or
It's
Trash.
Monday. You're confused. It's
I must
Monday.
be.
You must be.
I must
because-
There was no song this time around, though, so I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, I'll work on that. Well, because that gives it away every time. If I start singing something slightly awkward, you're like, well, that's fake.
Unless
Yeah.
you find a story.
Yeah, find the truth.
Okay, we'll do. Challenge
the
challenge
truth.
accepted.
All right, Mr. Garzone, thank you.
Thank you.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're learning more about a local band's new album, perfect for the holidays.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around, we're back after this.
Welcome back. A local band is giving the holiday season a jazzy makeover with their brand new album called December Song, Yuletide Tales of Joy and Longing.
The album features a collection of reimagined holiday classics and includes special guest artists and vocalists. For more on the album and a special upcoming concert where you can hear it live, we are joined now by members of the band CMD, Casey Falanci and Dave Cohen. Thank you both so much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So talk to us about this latest album to come out, December Song.
Well, we wanted to do, we have 2 other albums out, and we wanted to do something a little different, and I've always wanted to explore the holidays a little bit, but I don't just like regular holiday music, and it's already been done as well as, to me, anybody could do it. So we looked back a couple hundred years to some 500-600 years ago, and we took songs that are from that era that have been actually reimagined several times and made to fit the holidays of the different religions now, but we're not about that. We only wanted to capture the spirit of why people celebrate what they celebrate, not necessarily the holiday. They've been celebrating this holiday all through time. They called it the Yuletide, like even up to 2,000 years ago and beyond. That's why we called it Yuletide, because we did not want to attach it to anyone, because we wanted to rethink what people were feeling. So these songs have been redone. While we had to really respect the melodies and the way they were done, because things were very simple, the way these songs were put together. And when we tried to mess with them too much, they were no good. This took us 2 years to just figure out how to do this.
Wow.
And David is the drummer and percussionist, and it always begins with that. How can we make this feel groove-wise? So I don't know if I'm getting too much into the weeds here, but once we get that, and that took a lot of arguing and a lot of trial and error,
listening back, and in fact, on the new release, we do 2 versions of one song, because we try it with different feels, and we liked both of them and couldn't decide between them. So we said, let's put both of them out.
We probably tried 5 of them and threw away 3. But see, that's the whole thing. I mean, we're trying to show that.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, that's our little fun thing.
But what is it that makes a song fit into this kind of album? Are there bells? Are there like certain chords that you are kind of drawn towards?
That's a very good question. However, it's not like for us. It's not. We kind of added some bells and stuff. We didn't add the bells just because we wanted it to sound Christmassy. Because we added the bells because they fit into the orchestration real well. But the songs, in order to be done by us, or even especially for an album like this, they have to be a certain type, and they have to say to us, "Come on, we're available for you to experiment with us." And it's funny. Sometimes we bring stuff in and we think it's going to be great, and it just is terrible. and I'm very quick to just throw it out. I'm not going to go down those roads. But you find that some of these songs, they just work. And after years, you start to figure out this song probably has a better probability of working with us. But if you listen to this record, there is kind of a connection. They all have this kind of, it's a musical term, kind of modal minor, like kind of really haunting, beautiful vocals on some of this, beautiful feel, and that's what we like.
Our friends are on this recording.
That's what we like to dig into
vocalists, John Viavatni on soprano saxophone, who's outstanding, plays with everybody. And the cool thing about this recording, I think it works on a number of different levels. You could put it on as background music during the holidays, but if you listen with headphones or really listen intently to it, you're going to hear a lot of really interesting sounds. There's a lot of sonic sort of stocking stuffers, if you will, on this recording. We used a lot of unusual instrumentation as well.
That's very interesting, and I imagine it's more pleasurable for the listener, because they can listen to it two different ways.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can just listen to it casually, or
Sure.
or I think if you really listen to it, each one of these songs is almost like a movie that'll play in your mind when you listen to it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
And if you let it, it will take you on a
And we'll be
beautiful
doing
journey.
it live at the Lovin' Cup on Wednesday.
Okay, so that was my question. So Lovin' Cup Wednesday,
evening.
what time? And people can buy your CDs while they're there?
They can, or they can get them online. Of course, we're on all the streaming platforms, like you have to be these
Sure.
days. Yeah, we'll be playing a show at 7 o'clock this Wednesday, the 17th at Lovin' Cup.
Do we need tickets? Do we get them at the door?
You can get them at the door.
Yeah, I got to make
Yeah.
the door.
Perfect.
We should mention Mark Terranova, our
Right.
bass player,
Mark-
except he's
Mark
not,
couldn't be
not
with
here,
us.
so, you know.
Mark, you should have showed up, my friend.
But
And
there's
again-
only 2 chairs, so
Yes.
we had to.
Again, yeah, I want to also thank, there's too numerous to mention, but all the wonderful musicians and singers that work with us. They really added. You'll listen to it, you'll know.
I bet.
Very
I
good.
bet. It sounds exciting. Thank you both so much
Thanks
for coming
for
in.
having
We really
us.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Time right now is 9:44. When we come back, we're going to get a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Monday morning.
We're back on the other side of the break. (9:46), it's time to see what's trending now, starting with the holidays getting a DIY makeover.
Social media is currently being flooded with a new holiday trend, group DIY decoration making.
Okay, so people are hosting holiday craft nights where friends get together and create a variety of inexpensive decor.
I love this. There are about 4 different holiday crafts that are going viral right now.
The first is salt dough ornaments, mixing flour, salt, and water to make cutout ornaments and bake them until firm. You use paint to decorate, tie a string or ribbon, and hang them on the tree. We made these in grade school.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Second is dried fruit garland. You use dehydrated oranges, cranberries, and cinnamon sticks. I actually just did this yesterday. String them together with a needle and thread. You can create a pretty fragrant holiday decoration. These are on my tree and on my other garland.
No
around my
popcorn?
house. Do you know how hard it is to thread popcorn?
Yeah.
Real hard.
Put some effort in, Abigail.
It,
Third, homemade snow globes using jars, sugar, small decorations, ribbon, and a small LED light to create a customizable winter wonderland in a budget-friendly way.
Another one, a disco bright Christmas tree using triangle-shaped styrofoam. Grab pins, a bunch of sequins, and beads, and you can create a small bedazzled tree, just like the Charlie Brown ones. You remember those?
Yes, that just seems like a whole lot of work for very little
It's
payoff.
cute.
Yeah.
It's super cute.
Sure. Are you going to put all that effort in for that one tree to sit
Am I?
on your kitchen
No,
table?
I'm not going to do it.
No.
But hey, more power to you.
Yeah, but like, bring me to Home Goods. Let me buy it pre-made, please.
Those who take part in the craft nights say it is a perfect way to create some holiday memories without spending a bunch of money and then going home with junk that you'll never use. Just a little side note, we used to do this every year when I was growing up. When my family was still nearby, we would do craft day. It was like always like the week after Thanksgiving, and we would do one like homemade something. So like the last year that we did it was a couple years ago before everybody moved, and we did our own wreaths. So, you know, you just get like the basic, the thing, and you know, use garland, you use...
A wreath is nice.
It's great.
That Christmas tree made out of buttons and pins, I don't know. Doesn't really do it for me. Let's move along now. Denny's is stepping into a new market ahead of a special national day.
The chain restaurant announced they are releasing limited edition sneakers called Sticky Kicks. Oh, shoot. Hey, we did this the other day. Sorry. Ashley, you weren't here,
you did
but
this
that's
on
okay.
Friday?
That's okay. Me and Steph did it, but that's fine.
I
So
don't know anything,
you don't know
about
anything
sticky
about it.
shoes. So the shoes are the first ever sneakers to be made with real Denny's syrup. Gross.
Straight to jail. The shoes are made in collaboration with footwear artist and designer Mache.
Mache. Ooh. Mache's work is...
Did I say that wrong?
No,
Oh.
I don't know. I have no idea who it is.
Okay, me neither.
Okay. The limited edition high tops pay tribute to the sweet stuff that makes every Grand Slam irresistible.
Okay, so they're going to be released on Wednesday, December 17th, which is National Maple Syrup Day. Each pair of Sticky Kicks features a clear and sealed panel that displays Denny's real syrup inside, making them equal parts diner art and streetwear statement.
According to Denny's, the shoes are impractical, unnecessary, and completely over the top, which is exactly why they made them.
Yeah, if you want to get your hands on a pair, you need to buy them Wednesday online while supplies last.
First access will be granted to Denny's Rewards members. Ashley, does that mean you?
No.
No, she's not a...
Why would you assume that?
I don't know, because I figured you probably have already logged on, given them our credit card information, and said we need a pair. Huh?
Wait till you see the price.
Oh, okay. Members who will receive a special code to unlock the site, they can then place their orders an hour earlier than non-members.
They go for $195.
Sweet. Get it?
I got it.
Sweet.
You know who loves Denny's?
Who?
Chris Lopez. Kid loves Denny's.
That's where he spent Christmas last year.
It's where he's spending Christmas this year, too.
Dude loves a Denny's. Chris, that's the only Grand Slam Chris will ever get is one at Denny's.
What?
He brought me back 0 chocolate. 0.
Yeah.
Goose egg, no chocolate.
Kinda
Let's
bitter.
move along. A Harvard health researcher recently conducted a study that no one asked for, eating a sardine-only diet.
According to a video he posted on YouTube describing the study, he said he went, quote, full dolphin and ate 1,000 sardines in 30 days.
The study was to test whether the diet could mimic fasting and provide benefits such as fat loss and longevity without losing muscle.
He says he ate roughly 3 tins a day of sardines, skin, bone, and all.
Yeah, tinned fish. You gotta love it. He noted that the diet made him feel unusually light and strong, and noted feeling like he had boundless stamina.
He described breezing through his workouts, climbing 37 flights of stairs, and feeling way more energetic.
By the final week, he'd lost 6 pounds, and his blood test showed omega-3 readings so high that they, quote, broke the scale.
He noted the main downside was that he began to smell like a fish market. That checks out.
Yeah, despite showering, brushing his teeth, and spritzing cologne, his girlfriend told him, "You smell like you're sweating fish."
Immediately no. He made a note at the end of the video to consult a doctor or nutritionist before starting any food experiment or diet. I would break up with him
Yeah, I
immediately.
feel like you have to make a note to consult your loved one before you do it, too.
Yeah.
Like, should I move out for the next 6 weeks?
The answer is yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not about it.
100%.
So gross.
You come to bed stinking like sardines?
You're not.
No. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Getting married.
Horrible. Oh.
Ugh, please.
Are they getting married?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, they won't now. I just made that part up.
Maybe he'll put the ring inside one of the tin
In one of the
containers.
sardines. Stick around. When we come back, we've got our final thoughts.
Yeah, we're back after this. Time for our final thoughts of the morning on Arc Rochester. I don't know about you. I'm tired of hearing Mark complain about everything.
I was just going to say, can you folks
is
at home
wild.
believe McLean is sitting here complaining?
He's like, I don't know. I didn't think I was going to make it through
I
this
am
show.
the brightest, most optimistic person
Gotta
you've
wake
ever
up.
met in your
Gotta
life.
wake up so early to get here on time.
I know.
Dude's alarm goes off at like 7:45.
Wow.
To be honest,
Oh, that's
it
not
goes off at 6 a.m.
Nobody believes that.
6 a.m. and it takes you that long to get here?
Well, kids got to get on the bus, you know, got to take care of the babies at
You
home.
make breakfast?
Make breakfast.
How old are the kids?
7th and 9th.
And they still live at home? Yeah. Let's get going, boys. Get out of the house.
Spread those wings.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know.
It's the holiday season.
Yeah.
Holiday season.
I thought he was going to sing it.
It's the end of a Monday
excited.
show. It's the end of a Monday show, people. We only have 4 more days, well, 3 more days for you to make it through. 4 more for you and I. And we'll see if you make it through a full week.
You might not even, make it through the end of the day.
You might get fired by the end of this.
Oh, I was thinking he looks a little sleepy. You know, he might need to go home and take a little
might
rest.
need to take a little nap.
Yeah.
The abuse.
Sleep.
I just let them talk.
Sleepy little
So that-
McLean.
So that when the moment's right, I can go right down to HR.
That does it for
Gotta
us here
leave it
on
there.
Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 over on
13 Wham ABC. Much more live local news coming up later today for 13 Wham News at midday. We'll see you then.
Bye.